Hey, good morning everybody. It's Mike, and thanks for jumping on here with me this morning. We've been talking all this week about 13 different ways to generate leads for our business in 2024, and I want to finish up with my final 3 this morning. I hope you've gotten an idea or 2 this week that you can implement in your business. Starting off with my final 3, I'm gonna contradict myself. I'm gonna give you one idea, and then I'm gonna tell you not to do that and do something else. How about that? Because there's so many of us, and we're different. Each of us is different, and what works for one person won't work for the other. One idea to generate more leads this year is, if you're not already, to become part of our ad campaign. And this is something we do in cooperation with the Boomtown organization, and it seems to be working really well. I've been impressed with the number of leads that are coming through. I'm really excited to hear the success stories coming out of so many people, either with people that are already transacting or who they believe in and feel will be in the very near future. In just the short period of time that we've been doing this, about 60 days now, there's been a lot of action, a lot of traction, a lot of energy around this. If you're not already participating in it, I would encourage you to meet with Rob Hamilton and see if it's something that could be right for you, because we have offset your cost to this significantly. We've cut a typical cost for something like this would be $1,800 to $2,000 a month, and through our business partners and myself, we've been able to get your cost down to $300 per transaction. Not 35 to 50% of your commission income at closing, just $300 a month. If you did one deal this year, if you did one deal off of it, you would pay for 2 years worth of the ad program. So it gets really hard. It's hard for me to understand why everybody isn't doing this, but it is an idea if you want to get started. My second idea is to directly contradict that. Don't buy leads. See, my wife accuses me of being able to argue any side of the coin, and maybe that's true. I don't know. Don't buy leads, buy lunch. Look, real estate agents all over the country are trying to buy their business. Now, our leads program is very inexpensive because we've offset that for you. But I watch agents all over the country spending ungodly amounts of money trying to buy their business. Don't do that. What I say instead is build your personal network. Instead of spending thousands of dollars trying to buy leads, people you don't know, they don't know you, you've got to do the heavy lifting and try to get them to become a loyal customer, and then God knows when they're going to be ready to buy something, right? Don't do that. Why don't you just take people in your personal network out to lunch and build your relationship and your credibility with them, so that you're not really looking for their business. I mean, people are only going to move once a decade. But they might want to invest in real estate. That's always possible. But what you're really going for is their referrals and recommendations to the people they know. I mean, if you know 100 people, and everybody in your 100 people knows 100 people, that's a lot of people. And that's a lot of transactional volume. You've just got to build and nurture the relationships to become the top of mind, credible expert with them. Just knowing people isn't enough. You've got to get sticky with them and build their relationship. So my contradiction this morning is, instead of buying leads, buy lunch and build relationships with people. My third and final idea for the week is probably the one I like the best. And it's the one I see done the least, which is so classic for our industry, right? The thing that's the most important is the one thing I just can't seem to do. Okay, and that is this. Host going away or welcome to the neighborhood parties for your home sellers and home buyers. You know, when Jane and I bought our house about 3 years ago, the lady next door because I was my real estate agent, and I was a pretty sorry real estate agent. The lady next door hosted a welcome to the neighborhood cocktail party for us after we'd been in about a couple weeks. Just one Saturday evening. She has a pool in her backyard, and she just invited people. It's a pretty small neighborhood. If it had been a large neighborhood, she probably just would have invited the people right around us just to come over and meet your new neighbors. It didn't cost her a lot of money. She got to see her neighbors. She got a little social activity out of it. And we thought it was so nice. I was so impressed with that. And it was a chance for us to get to meet our new neighbors. It was a chance for them to get to meet us. It was just really nice. There wasn't a lot of money. There wasn't a lot of to-do about it. It wasn't a big event. She didn't hire a caterer. She just had a few bottles of wine, and everybody, it didn't take long. Everybody just stood around socializing for about an hour. And we were just so impressed with that. Could you do that for your home buyers when they move in? Could you do something like that? Not rely on the neighbor to do it, but you do it, and you invite the neighbors around. Now, why would you do that? Well, first of all, it's just a really nice thing to do. Your customers will really appreciate it. But don't you also get to know everybody around there? You're building, expanding your network, and what are they going to think about you? Here's what they're going to think. Gosh, that's really sweet. Our real estate agent didn't do this for us when we bought this house. Right. And how about your sellers? How about a little going away? Same thing, just a little going away thing. Hey, come down, chance to say goodbye to the Smiths. They're going to be moving to North Dakota. And come down and have a glass of wine with us and say goodbye. It just makes you a nice person, and it allows you to get to expand your network, doesn't it? Without being Mr. Salesy. And please, if you do a going away or a welcome to party, please don't walk around handing out your business cards. Please don't be that person. Just be appropriate. They get it. They'll know who you are. You might wear your name badge. That'd be about the extent of what I would do. This isn't a chance to drop closing pitches on people. It's just a chance to get to know people and expand your network. There's 13 ideas this week, folks, of ways you could generate more leads to do more business this week. I guess my question is, are you going to take the initiative to implement some of them? Are you going to go out there and make it happen for yourself today?